All right, Coach, so this old place not quite done yet. There is playoff football to be played in the East Bay in Oakland, California. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Houston Texans and the Oakland Raiders. The winner of this one will represent the AFC in Super Bowl 54. And away we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
He's crashing. He's checking crack. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11.
Watch twist. Get him going down. He's coming. We got double up.
Watson with a give to Miller. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Let's get off the field. Let's go. Kill. Hey, turn it up. 57. 57's the mic. I got you, son. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
From the gun, here's Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Let's go.
A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
First down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line.
Slam. Hey, switch gears. Watch out.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Not today, Ron. Not today. SOS.
On second down, here's Miller. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Check it back.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. pistol look. It's Miller. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
Hey, they scared. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Okay, double up.
Watson just beating the play clock. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 30. The 20. 10. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. In for the score. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And on a stage of this magnitude, the conference championship, so many early game jitters can happen, so that scores a big relief to a coach.
Yeah, no one wants to mention that in the locker room before the game. No one says, hey, listen, don't fumble or don't do this because you don't want negative thoughts. That's why getting off to a good start is so huge for everyone. The first score in the conference title game, massive.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, motion backfield.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Hey, 31. Army. Check 3. Check.
On 2nd and 2, Watson. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Check 13. Check 13. 57's the mic.
Out of the gun, Watson. Finding fouls complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down.
Staying open. Let's 57.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Maurice Hurst. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Here's Watson. Screenplay. Johnson. Give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Mike 57. Bandit. 57's the mic.
3rd and long. It's Watson. Trying to lay one up deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
180. Express. Wide. Get wide. Hatch it.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Check that. We're Mike 52 right here. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Check out. Check. Heavy. Check hot route. Hot. Whip.
On second down now, it's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
On first down, Jacobs. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
The tackle at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 44-yard line.
On second down, it's Jacobs. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a third down.
56. Mike, 56, right there.
Throwing now is Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
24. Check. Hey, we got to snap down and go.
They'll run on first down. It's Miller. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Texans.
Set. 19.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Check. Crunch.
They keep it with Miller on first down. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
57's Mike. Mike 57. 57's the Mike. 57.
AFC title game, second quarter action. 2 minutes to play.
Watch the run.
And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. From the 25 on second down. Watson. It's complete. Stills. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
57, Mike 57. Come on, D. Let's go. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. I know he ain't got it. 57's the Mike. Watch 57. Watch a slap. Watch him. Let's go.
Throwing on third down. Watson. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back into 32. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A 49-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Whitney merciless. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Running is Jacobs. They're back now to the original line of scrimmage thanks to that 8-yard gain. Third down now to follow.
Let's get it. Express. Mike, 56, right there, 56. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day. 56 to Mike, boys, 56. Check, 56. Express. I got it. Kill. Joker. Joy Monday, down.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It's taken to the 26. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. The final shot before the break. Watson, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Here's Carr to throw. He gets it to Brown. Complete.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They go play action here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jacobs. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down. The kick by Carlson is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 28-yard line.
Check, Mike 57, Mike 57. He can't hold truck. He's not going to get me.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Second catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
No. Out.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Tim carry now for Lamar Miller. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Mike's 57's Mike. I got you, punk. 59.
57. Mike 57. Check.
Now Watson on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jacobs. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
You got three down.
93.
93.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
OP. Shit. Watch the shit. Check 9.
1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, we're good. 180. Check them. Put that down. 280.
On 2nd down now. It's Jacobs. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And the Raiders first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. 49. Check 49. Check 49.
Here's Jacobs. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
A loss of 1.
Set.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Check 50. Express.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, push their backs clearly against the wall.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. Johnson's got it complete. I call it no gain there on the first down play.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. And the catch made by Johnson. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Watson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. Throwing again on second down. Watson looking deep down. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 51 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Shift! Yo, Chief! Listen up!
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back.
Down! You ready? Right there, 56. You're mine. He's checking. Crash. Watch. Express. The twins. Check. Express. Go.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And some room to work. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, 54 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Texans take over first and 10.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now it's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Go. Go. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist. Express. Shit.
Jacobs now. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he gets this one down to the 24. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And you have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. A handoff. Jacobs running to the left. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Carr. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller there to make the grab. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
You can't block me. You can't block me. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
Hey, check. Mike's 57.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball.
He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. With a catch made by Hopkins. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. One last throw here for Watson. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Well, the Lombardi Trophy would be nice to hoist. They have to hold off for that for a little bit. Right now, the Lamar Hunt has to feel good to hold.
Oh, it's got to feel great for them. And remember, Lamar Hunt helped create the American Football League. which became, of course, in most part, the American Football Conference, and he's the one who gave us the name Super Bowl.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.